I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. Never no stagnant. It's all about the give and go. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. The way that I'm dropping, you can never stop the flow. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. You can never stop the flow. Yeah. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run up a check and then double up. I got no time for the camera. Like a spatula. I whip the face like tarantula. Won't cup no, I'm a bachelor. Wait. Yeah. Take it like I'm Jackie Chan. Straight off the hip, Yosemite Sam. I want them chips like the Pringle Man. My money long like a lifespan. I got it on and no helping hand. Serving and spitting. Businessman, I move like an entrepreneur, so I ain't got the time for no. I cannot take a detour, cause I'm trying to make it to Forbes. If it ain't about the dollars, I'm bored. Plugged in the game like a cord. He in the Honda. If you see me, just keep moving forward, cause I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. Never no stack. It's all about the give and go. I'm in business mode. Yeah, I'm in business mode. The way that I'm dropping, you can never stop the flow. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. You can never stop the flow. Yeah. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. The fans are making noise here in San Francisco for their Warriors. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Grant. And Butler sends it back.
Always ready to make an impact defensively. Butler sees the shot forming and just attacks the opportunity to block it.
Now here's Morant. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. And Butler, here we go. 2 points, that one goes.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Thank you, David.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Curry gets the bucket.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Here's Green. Grizzlies making the shot. Outside, Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Green. Beyond the arc. Edey with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bane with the bucket.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
And the rejection by Jackson. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now Morant after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's Edey. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Curry gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Pippen. It's stolen by Curry. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Looney. 6 to shoot. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got his second basket.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Now here's Pippen. Back to Aldama. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Butler. Can't get the double clutch layup to drop.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, trying to go to something else and flat out choked it.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about. Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They won 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Here's Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Jackson from long range. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Back to Payton. That's up a 3. Curry from 3.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Here's Pippen. Outside for Jackson. And Payton sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Here's Bain. Shot clock at 2. And he makes that one. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
There's just nothing more you can do. Sometimes Jackson is going to score no matter how good the coverage is.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And here are the Warriors now. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bain evolve into a #1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Pass to Pajemski. Good on the triple. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Stolen by Pippen. Green with the block. Now the Warriors moving it up. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
And slam dunk by Clark.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Golden State moving it around. Payton can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Bain inside the three-point line. Pajemski grabs the board. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season.
Watching
his older brother, Powell, play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. 59 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's Wells. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That one drops. He ties it up. After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Dan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. For Memphis, they had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Eight seconds left in the first half. Looking to end the run. It's good. Curry's got 17 now.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Outside Butler. It's rebounded by Memphis. Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? You want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. Shot from the wing. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Pass to Wells. Left side, Bain. Clock at 6. Here's Edey. Butler with the steal. For the 3. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And the shot goes in. Morant got 6 in the quarter.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And Curry has it in the corner. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 22.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Morant. 15 points in the game. And yet that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials
just back to making noise.
Harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant.
Really? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy?
Of any variety, and he's out of here. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
High effort play by Moran. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. To the middle, Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Pass to Curry. There's the three. That shot off. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Timeout. How about the authority from Moran? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Warriors trail by 10. Butler on the way. And a look. Luck that time, but it drops. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, it's almost impossible to stop that turnaround, Jay. That's a shot he worked on endlessly in the offseason.
Jackson misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Butler. Stolen by Jackson. Shot in the game clock separated by 5. And finished off by Morant.
Just superior focus from Moran. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
And last season he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Hard earned by Butler.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Morant drives in. No good on the strong take. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're 50. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Pippen outside. Jacks up a 3. Aldama can't hit. And it's the Warriors' ball. And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Curry with the three. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 28.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And Mooney sends it back. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
There's a screen. Outside Curry. Oh, good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Pass to Bain. With the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Tipped away. To the left wing. Curry outside. It's Clark with the rebound. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. For 3. Good on the three-point shot. Pippen's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Well, then we're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Morant. That one drops for him. Morant's got 29 in the game.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Curry on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from the wing. Memphis leading by 11. Here's Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the